Good evening, everyone. It's Kylie again. Thank you so much for joining me for tonight's session episode. Um, so, I've been so debating on sharing this, but I wanted to bring it forth because there is other things that aligns with what I went through, and I don't know if you guys have this similar experience or whatnot, but this is something that I want to bring forth and see if anyone is going through something like this. Please let me know. Don't judge without not knowing what it feels like for people that you know that talks to you about this topic that I'm going to bring up. And this is a very sensitive topic that I think a lot of people shy away from, but I'm gonna just go for it, and whatever you guys feel, whatever you guys don't like, please be respectful. But I'm just gonna tell you how I experienced it, okay? So, I guess my first topic tonight is, does any one of you, or question, do any one of you question if you are really just going through this spiritual journey, right? If you're just really gonna just rise and become a shaman or whatever you are, right? Why is it that you feel like you run into circumstances that is unexplainable, okay? What I mean by this is, I guess, I don't know, I think the zoning or whatever it was trying to merge with me for so long, and I didn't have the proper money training to get a healer or whatnot in that time frame. So I don't know if they were just trying to train me or they were trying to give me some type of information, or I don't know what it is. But tonight we're gonna focus strictly on it, and it may resonate with some of you and it may not, but we're gonna talk about extraterrestrials and aliens and spiritual awakening, okay? We're gonna combine them. Why do I do this? Is because I have clients that come to me and they are very into ET. And I'm gonna use the word ET because if you resonate with it, then you know it and you're gonna go with it and we're gonna flow it, okay? Why? Because if you understand it, then it resonates with you. And if you don't understand the ET, then it's not for you. It's not that you're anything else, but this is strictly for an episode for the ones that understand what I'm talking about, the ones that are spiritually awakening or have some sort of experience, but they deal with a lot of ET crap, okay? So this session is for you, and I hope that I can upload this session for you, okay? So anyway, I'm gonna go on with it and just say, you know what? This is a very sensitive topic to a lot of people, but I'm gonna go with it, okay? So here it goes. So anyway, if you have experienced any ET stuff, do you ever feel like if it's just spiritually in tune with you, and if it's just spiritually something with you, do you feel like you have guides that are ET? Do you feel like you have guides or some type of paranormal that is extraterrestrial and alien wise? Why do I say that? Because a lot of my clients that do come through, they resonate with me because they have that weird paranormal, but it's not spiritual, okay? So this is for y'all. This is for you guys that are experiencing this, but it's not spiritually paranormal. It's extraterrestrially paranormal. And you know exactly what I mean if you resonate with this, okay? So there will be sessions and segments of your training, of your rising, of your awakening, that you're going through crap that is not spiritually in sync with you, because you are like, if this is spiritually done, then why is it so technology? Why is it so advanced to the point where you're like, and you have to decipher through if it's aliens, ET, or if you are just experiencing paranormal crap, okay? So the reason why it's so hard for some to understand this spiritual path and all this process, I feel, is if you have that connection with that, okay, you know what I mean, then you know that you come to a point where you're like, was I abducted? Was I ever combined into being in a study? Where was I ever experiencing extraterrestrial stuff that only given to me? Okay, so this is for y'all. Okay, why do I say this is for y'all? Is because I'm reiterating that to you guys, that this is to understand that you are not alone. Okay, you are not alone, and it truly exists. I have had fellow colleagues that understand where I'm coming from. I've had clients that have gone through similar things that I've gone through. So this is for you guys. This is for the ones that have rise, but they deal with a lot of out of this world paranormal, not spiritual. So if you ever feel like you are traveling while you're alive, traveling while you're soberly alive, traveling while you're reality alive, okay? This is for you. There was like a confusion in my phase of rising, because I'm like, why is it that you guys want me to drive in a car that has no gas, okay? And whatever was telling me that you can drive and do and go anywhere you need to go, and we will put gas in your car, okay? If it's spiritual, I want to voice that. If it's spiritual, I always say, because you know, you hear your spirit guides, you know, well, at being clairaudient, you're like, okay, yeah, I hear y'all, okay, but why is it that your car that you're driving, the air that's coming out, you're on E, okay, you're driving not knowing your destination, and you're driving and driving and you have no gas, you're just on E, okay? But how is it that the car with no gas can go on, and this extraterrestrial energy you feel that is different from your spiritual energy comes through? So this is for you guys. How do I say this? This is for the fact that if you are wondering if those paranormal XET stuff is happening to you, it's gonna make sense later on, okay? I guess that's my point. It's gonna make sense later on. It may be very distorted and very hard to explain even to your friends, your family, that, oh my God, I've been on E, my gas is on E for 2 hours, okay? I end up in Iowa, I'm in Minnesota, and I'm now in Iowa, but then I guess I have gas to come back because something tells you, and you guys know, the ones that are clairaudient, the ones that have reached out to me, that you guys know. You guys are always told to get in your car and drive, and because of some sort of circumstance, okay? So this is for y'all. If you ever feel like, if it's spiritually like enabled, then why is it that you're able to do and think and feel and perform what it is, okay? Are you abducted? Are you combined with some sort of extraterrestrial energy? You don't know that at that point, but along the way of your journey, you're gonna know that if it's meant for you, you're gonna know that that is meant for you. So this is a little snip clip of that, okay, of what I'm speaking about. So I want you guys to not give up, that if you feel that you're spiritually awakening, but the things that you're going through is very ET, do not give up. Some of you may feel like, oh my God, I woke up this place. I woke up in this place, and how the hell did I get here? I was seems like my body was just brought here or whatever. This is for y'all. Do not give up on your journey. Do not think you're crazy. Some can get crazy if you don't filter yourself and seek help, okay? So this is for you guys. Do not be afraid of what is merging with you. Do you think we're the only beings on this universe? Do you? If you do, then that's on you, okay? But I'm telling you that this session is for you. Do not feel like you're alone if you're feeling like that. Or if you're like going through your spiritual crap, right? There was this one time, okay? I'm gonna share a little bit of this with you guys. There was this one time at 3 in the morning, I was told to get in my car because of, you know, the Clarion I was whatever. I was told to get in my car and go for some training, okay? Anyway, so, you know, you could hear your guides, the zong and all that, saying, what's going on? Try to learn and say to king and stuff like that. It doesn't matter, whatnot, like, right? But if it's spiritually done, and you could hear the energy. And if you guys study energy and study the difference in what's coming at you, you know that the difference in energy from spiritual is different from anything else out of this world, okay? So, I don't even know how to explain this to you guys. So anyway, so if you are feeling some type of emotion like I'm lost, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm driving, they told me to go here, they told me to go there, my kid's in the back seat, my mom's my passenger or whatever. If you're one of those people that, you know, and you know, if you're one of those people that just needs to get in the car and just do whatever, or just walk from South Minneapolis to Maplewood, if you know what I mean by, and if you're in Minnesota, or if you, wherever you are, okay, from the riverbank to the tower, okay, whatever I'm saying. If you are one of those people that are made to walk, to sing, to dance, to drive, to trance while you're doing whatever you're doing, if you ever feel like there's this spiritual thing coming through you, making you feel like I need to survive, I need to learn, I need to save myself, I need to save my family, I need to drive, I need to do whatever these voices are telling me. But the thing is, some type of energy, like as I'm driving this car, my SUV, right? And what if you're driving but you are losing control of, because you're so distorted by this zoneng, okay? This zoneng voice, okay? And then all of a sudden you are holding your steering wheel, but you feel like a shield around your car, and then your car just lifts up off the ground in any way like that, okay? Those of you that has had that experience and has indicated to me that you feel like off the foot ground feeling or whatnot, this is for y'all. If you feel like you are being transported from one area to one area and you are just shifted by energy with a shield you feel around you, because something like you guys know, sometimes you feel like, oh my God, like for the ones that like my clients, you always feel like you have to protect yourself. You always feel like something's after you. You always feel like, oh my God, no one can save me. I have to save myself. Something's watching me, something, whatever. If for those people, and if you have this other stuff going on and you feel like something always come and help you, and it's not paranormally spirited, it's ET. Like you're off the ground, you're flying, okay? You're flying from one place to another by speed, okay? If you ever feel like that, don't ever be afraid, okay? This is to assure you that if you find the right help, the right balance, the right energy, all that spirited thing and ET thing will come and align with your path, okay? So a little splurge on that, okay? So moving on. If you have any questions about that and you feel what I'm feeling and you know what I'm talking about, you can reach out to me and we can discuss because you know who you are. So now, moving on to the second topic. Many people will and may talk about you if you don't rise the same way that they do. The old way, the new way, whatever way. Like people be like, oh my God, Kylie, you know, like stuff like that. Okay, for example, okay? Okay, our community, our Hmong community, you know, whatever you may think about our community, do not be afraid to excel, accept, and really be who you are if you're meant to be that and you're Hmong. Okay, and I'm saying this because a lot of the generations I'm dealing with right now is if you feel like when you go seek a shaman, you go seek someone and they just turn you down because they say you're too crazy or that God, they whatever is with you, you're like or if you ever run into a situation like that, do not be mad at them. It's not their fault. Their eye and your eye just does not meet. You have to move on and find someone that resonates with you, okay? I found my acceptance through not seeking specifically from the Hmong community to understand the ability of having that, okay? You sometimes have to go out of to kind of get some kind of understanding, acceptance. So don't be afraid to seek for answers from people that more similar senses, abilities than you, okay? More that yes, and they're very in tune and they know what they got and they do what they do and they're aligned, okay? And they already have all those senses and the shane iya lin tờ thế là ba tôn hình chu pli con chu kho lẩu kho lu chế nan chu là tứ ô tô lin tờ lọ it's very minimal for that to happen. But I'm telling you, a lot of your generation, not your Gen Z's, we're rising that way. We're rising that way. So if your journey is not rising the same way that your older generation is rising, do not shun yourself down. And do not be like, oh, I'm only going to do it the way that my ancestors do it or whatever. You have no control over what you're going to go through, okay? You just need to find the help that you need by someone. If you feel like Hmong resonates with you, go for it. If you feel like other race resonates with you, go for it. And there has been Hmong people that rise other races, and there has been other races that rise Hmong people. You just do not know about it because it's minimal cases. So do not shut yourself down. If you are Hmong, or whatever religion you are, or whatever ethnicity you are, and you need to seek other diversity. This is all a unity thing. This is all the same kind of deal. You have to find someone that has the senses and capacity of understanding to understand that we are not just in one direction right now. We're not just going straight forward. We're going in all directions right now. And the ones that truly have the ability to understand that, they have a grasp of just not just helping Beit Yom Hong na, that they have the grasp of helping every Hai Ning na. So if you guys are like that, you will be more free, peace, accepted, content. So you have to find, accept, open, filter, and ground yourself to get to that, okay? Always listen to your heart, your body, and your mind is what your spirit guides speak through to you, okay? Whatever feels good to you, your body, you would know. Whatever makes you scared and whatever, you would know. It is just like any phase of your life, but this is it could be a paranormal crap, physical pain, extraterrestrial shit. You just need to accept voice and find like-minded people that are like you to reach your path, okay? That's my biggest advice to you. if you feel like, oh my God, I'm kind of different. Oh my God, my mentor says this and that, so I'm just gonna do what my mentor says. And if you're gonna stay that way, you're gonna follow their way. What if it really doesn't align with you forever? But if it does, more the merrier, right? But what if it doesn't align with you? What if you are hindering yourself from your true identity of believing that you have your own guides? Why do you follow other things that are not aligned with you? So you'll know that in your heart. If it does align with you, go for it. The more, the better, okay? That's easy for you. If you find something that resonates with you, follow it, okay? If you find something that works for you, follow it. But if it doesn't feel right to you, if it doesn't feel connected, follow the other way, your heart. Go seek, go find. Do not be freaking scared that you're gonna talk about the world, the galaxy, this and that, and you know exactly what I mean by this and that, is because you need to find like-minded people and masters and mentors and advisors that speak your language, okay? If you do not speak the same language, you will have a hard time. There's a love language and there's also a spiritual language. If there's a spiritual language, there's also a human language, okay? If there's a human language, there's also a body language. That body language is what we should know to read from others because we are intuitive too. Whatever resonates with you, if you're rising in any way, you would know it in your body. Listen to yourself, your body, okay? Not all spiritual people that have symptoms may rise or become to the level of healing others if they don't work on themselves and initiate help, okay? So what I mean by this is, yes, there's like, you know, you me a question. Ồ dạ muốn hình your surname or muốn mua con hình đầu lo lý do, you know, dạ bé tiền này, you know, bé giờ dùng dạ bé mua hình nó tại tụ like mua con hình trung文đầu lý lo or like mua con hình lý lo. You have to understand that anyone can go through that, okay? But a lot of you have it. But it's up to you if you find it in you to get the help and healing that you need for yourself. If you're not helping and healing yourself, how can you get to that point of healing and helping others, like how your guides or whatever you're meant to do, right? So if and just because you have a family member that is clairaudient or is going through the nutso in their life or is going through the depression of their life, they can't seem to work and they're drained, they're whatever, you know, if they do not seek help and have the effort in them to seek any peace and serenity for themselves, we as the outsiders, we cannot force them to do that for themselves. It's a self-acceptance and a self-healing and a self-love and a self-journey. We are only here to support people, support others, but truly help ourselves, right? You can only help your brother, your sister, your mother, your father so much. I can only do that so much too. But it truly is evolved around them. Everyone has their own evolvement. Same as mentor, master, advisor to you. They are only going to show you the door. You got to have the key to open it, okay? I've heard that to the point where I understand that there is a door. There is a key. But at the same time, where is the key coming from? Is it in here? Or is it from other people's journeys? You have to have your own key to open your own journey. You cannot go ask for someone else's key to open your own door, the door made for you, okay? So, I'm trying to condense this as much as I can. So I'm just saying, you know, you can't make everyone understand your journey. And but the only thing you can probably do is like try to voice your journey to see if it resonates with someone else. Do not shy away from being that rising shaman that can write so many words and connect with spirits. can hear so many songs and dictate what that coding is, can be that drain mama that can open her mouth and say whatever and it's like legit, can be that daughter that can feel everything and everything around her and she's known as crazy, but really she's only the one that sees everything that's going on, or to be that son that supposedly has to let the wall do like hooky the whole family or whatever whatever it is, whatever the case is. You cannot make everyone understand your journey. If you wait for everyone to say, Kylie, only you can do what I want, and if you want to rise, then you have to do this and that and this and that. If you always go into that rut of doing what others want you to do, I'm sorry, maybe this offends a lot of people, but I want to tell you, you have to listen to yourself. But the only time that you do that is if your guides and your heart and your soul is all in for it, or you're going to be stuck forever, okay? Well, I mean, for a long time, I hope, okay? So, anyways, to sum and summarize all this, there's healers out there that have so many abilities from so many corners of everything. And then there's also the ones that have all that, and it's like a waste if you don't initiate it. You're stuck on drugs, you're stuck drinking, you're stuck beating that person or whatever. If you're that type of that, don't be disappointed in yourself or others. I mean, if you don't find the will to fight and want it for you, okay? And to the ones that you may call cursed or blessed, the ones that can hear, feel, and see, if you hear, feel, and see, you should have enough capacity of understanding to see what works for you. If that person next to you looks dead, pale, and whatever, don't work with them. If you see that thing on the corner of the street, this and that, is it good or bad? You gotta see. Like you're given these senses for a reason, right? Whether these senses are from your paranormal, spiritual, or paranormal ET, you will understand that later on if you're built that way, if you're meant that way, or whatever. Do not crave for something you do not want to understand, because when you crave for something that you don't want to understand or don't understand, it is a mess from there on too, okay? So there's many beings around us that helps us, not just ancestors, not just spirit guides, not just celestial beings, not just whatever. There's many things, and many of you have different type. Many of you have different type, okay? So we can't judge one person's journey because if she's like that, she's like that. But all I'm saying is, to summarize all this, is to find yourself. You have to listen to your body. Listen to your heart. Whatever makes you drain, whatever hurts you, whatever pains you, whatever doesn't feel connected, don't do it. Whatever makes you feel whole, whatever makes you speak great, whatever makes you feel light, go for it. Listen to your body. Your body will lead you in every way possible, shape, and form, okay? So thank you guys. This is a short little snippet of what I want to do. If you guys have any questions about any of the things I talked about tonight, please feel free to reach out to me. I know there's a lot of you guys that deal with this on the ET level, on the paranormal level, on the, everything level, okay? So then if I resonate with you tonight, if you want to connect, we shall connect, because why? It is very lonely to go through an ET path as long as there's no understanding. So let's please support each other. Combine experiences and empower each other. It doesn't mean we're different and weird or whatever. It just means that you do not have to believe me, but do your research. Go seek outside of the box. Go seek outside of our community. You will be so amazed at so many things that you will feel accepted. So just go outside of your community circle. Just go outside. There's lots of things that we may be behind on, okay? And it's okay if we're behind. We're still living, we're still learning. We're never ending on learning. So as long as you shall live and breathe, if you are open to the box outside of that, you will be fine, okay? If you are that type of person, all right? So thank you so much for joining me in my session tonight. I hope you guys have a great, great Friday evening. Is it Friday? Is it Friday? I think it's Friday. So I hope you guys have a great Friday evening and enjoy your weekend. Thank you so much.